Answer these questions. Which sense is considered one of the most important senses for knowing the world? The sense of sight. What is necessary for us to see an object? Light from the object must enter our eyes. What is the ray of light that strikes a surface called? Incident ray. What is the ray of light that comes back after striking a surface called? Reflected ray. What is the line perpendicular to a reflecting surface at the point of incidence called? Normal. State. The two laws of reflection. I. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. TC. The incident ray, the normal at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. Why can we not see objects in complete darkness? Because in complete darkness, no light is reflected or emitted by objects into our eyes, so vision is not possible. What is meant by lateral inversion? Lateral inversion is the phenomenon in which the left side of an object appears as the right side, and the right side appears as the left in a mirror image. Differentiate between a real image and a virtual image. Real image, formed when reflected rays actually meet, can be obtained on a screen. Virtual image, formed when reflected rays appear to meet, but do not actually meet, cannot be obtained on a screen. Give an example of a polished or shiny surface that can act as a mirror, a plane mirror, or a highly polished metal surface. 8. Describe Activity 13.1 and explain what it demonstrates. In Activity 13.1, a white sheet is fixed on a table, and light from a torch is passed through a comb with only one opening. A plane mirror is placed in the path of the light ray. After striking the mirror, the light ray is reflected in another direction. Measurement of the angles shows that the angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection. This demonstrates the first law of reflection. Explain Activity 13.2 and the conclusion derived from it. In Activity 13.2, the reflected ray is allowed to fall on a projecting sheet of paper. When the paper is bent, the reflected ray disappears because it is no longer in the same plane. This indicates that the incident ray, the normal at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray lie in the same plane. This demonstrates the second law of reflection. List the features of the image formed by a plane mirror. The image is erect. The image is of the same size as the object. The image is formed at the same distance. Behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. The image is virtual and cannot be obtained on a screen. The image shows lateral inversion.